Hello everyone, my name is Lương Chí Cường. I'm a student in class 8A3, Sơn Secondary School. Today I would like to talk about the book The Story of a Seagull and the Cat Who Taught Her to Fly. It's a book written by Louis Sepulveda, a Chilean writer. The story begins. Zora the podcast is given an absolutely critical and nearly impossible task when he meets an oil-soaked ghoul battling for her own life. However, she couldn't escape the death. She passes over her last egg, making Zorba promise to keep the baby protected and afterward instructed to fly. At first, Zorba confused because he doesn't know how a cat can teach a bird to fly, but with some help from his podcast friends, he finally fulfills his promise. About the baby ghoul named Lucky is saved by the amazing love from his loyal cat. Together, they go through all the suffers and challenges, no matter how hard they are. All the animals learn to appreciate and respect those who are different from themselves. This is a story about motherhood. The writer stresses the important role of parents. He wants people who read this book, especially children, will love and see more about the great merits that parents have for every one of us. Not only of that, Louis Sepulveda also stresses the imperative of keeping promises. Before leaving, Zorba makes a promise to the mother seagull of three things. The first is not to eat the egg. The second is to take care of the egg until the baby bird is born. And the hardest of three is to teach the seagull to fly. In order to complete those three things, he has to ask for help from his friends, as well as to be ready to become a mom. Zorba has completely eliminated the idea of eating the egg. On the contrary, it is extremely responsible for protecting the tiny egg from external influences. He does everything he can to shield the egg no matter what. It is a story that shows us the love between species, even though they are different, but we are always willing to have for different species through the exploration. It's easy to love someone like me, but to love someone else that unlike me is hard. The writer has written a story about cats, but with pure emotions, responsibility, prestige, determination, and courage of humans. Perhaps this is the message that the author wants readers to understand after reading. Life cannot always be smooth, filled with pink, and each of us can always do miracles that we could only say was impossible before. Only with determination, responsibility, courage, and will, everything we have felt and feared can be successful.